does it mean to really love someone? I think this question, it may seem a bit easy to answer at first, but it's not. Because our definition of love in our society and in our culture is completely different from what real love is. If you watch our Hollywood movies or you kind of just peruse the news, the definition of love in our society is completely off, really. And so when I talk about love, I generally like to ask people to ask themselves a test question. There's a test question. If you really want to know if you love someone genuinely, ask yourself this. If the person that I love were to leave me, or if they no longer wanted to be with me, or if they didn't love me back, would my feelings for them change at all? Now really sit with this question a little bit. Because if you are able to answer yes, if you are able to flip a switch inside of you that goes from love to anger or resentment, just because that person may reject you, they may not want to be with you, or they may not feel the same for you, if you're able to switch off that emotion, then you don't love them at all. That's not love. Love is something that pours out of you. It's something that you give for free. There are no strings attached to real love. One of my favorite spiritual teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh, he was interviewed once and he was asked about love. And he said something like this that I never forgot. He said, if you really love someone, you say to them, I love you and I want you to be happy. And if it includes me in your happiness, then that's wonderful. But if your happiness does not include me, that's wonderful too. Now, what does Thich Nhat Hanh mean by this? He is essentially pointing to something that is at the core of love, and that's freedom. Love and freedom are intricately connected. When you love someone, there are no conditions. You want them to be free, not just them, but yourself. Fake love, or ego love as I call it, is what we see a lot in our society. It's what we see in our movies. And fake love goes something like this. I love you and I want you to be happy, but I want you to change. I love you and I want you to make me happy. I love you and I want you to complete me. Do you see? There are so many strings attached to this love. It's not really love at all. Real love is something genuine that you give away for free. That's what Thich Nhat Hanh is really talking about when he says, it's wonderful if I'm included in your happiness, but it's also wonderful if I'm not. What you feel in your heart for someone does not change based on their behavior. You are just emanating something for free towards the object of your love. That is what it means to genuinely love.